What's up, everybody? I'm out on the trapline. It's nighttime, and it's finna to be a great evening. Looking for rabbits, maybe get a muskrat, maybe we'll even get a mink. Haven't had any luck this year so far on minks. My sets keep freezing in and thawing, and then it's flooding, and so on and so forth. I do got one good muskrat hole closed up. I got one out of there last week, and I had a sprung trap last time I checked, but nothing in it. So I'm hoping tonight's a night, and yeah, it's getting cold. Hopefully we get some more snow. See you in a bit. There's that salty dog, trapping companion. Oh, we got some fresh tracks, but no bunny in that snare. I don't know if you can see that. I'll give you the zoom. By zoom, I mean walk physically closer, because the zoom on this likes to screw up. But I've got one out of there already. Nothing today. Nothing real fresh as far as tracks goes. There that goes. One there. You got some tracks there. Ah! That is a surefire miss. We got fresh bunny tracks right there. Right there. I got a snare. All messed up and pushed out the way. So, there's one getting comfortable coming through here. We'll get this popped back open. One fist off the ground, one fist in diameter. It's a good brace stick. There's another good one here. A little bit of extra chin stick action. No big deal. Alright, there is the finished set. It's actually kind of cool filming tonight. You can see a little bit better with the reflection on the snares and whatnot. Alright. Coming up on our next little snare here. Oh, I see some tracks. I see some tracks. Yeah! You know what I see? A bunny. He looks to be maybe a little bit alive still. Oh yeah, he's still in there. He's still kicking. There we go. See him? Alright. Food on the table. Chee-hoo! Boom. Alright. He has been dispatched. As you can see, that's a real good neck catch up around his neck. However, I don't know if you can see that. Right there is a kink in my snare. That, if I were to just set this snare again, that would break. And we would be in bad shape because we'd have a bunny running around with a necklace, which is not at all what we want. However, I keep that in mind. As you can see, I have a ton of extra wire all wrapped up around this tree. So we will have another snare set here in just a second. And one of my students asked me how to set rabbit snares. So this is a prime opportunity for me to give a little quick demonstration on how to make them and set them. Be back in a sec. As you can see, we got this kink right here, and that's going to be the next spot where it breaks. But I make my snares, you know, kind of crazy long so that I can reset a couple of times. So, take my end here and just fold it down. I like to make that kind of a nice narrow loop. and then just twist this up. Alright, we got us a loop. I'm just going to break the snare off where that kink is, so that there's no worries. This is a good time to talk about the values of stainless steel wire as well. I know in Canada, a lot of these guys can't use stainless steel wire because they're worried about catching pine marten in rabbit snares, which is not an issue here. And this stuff is really, really tough to break. There we go. Whew. So yeah, this is just like steel lock wire, and I get a spool of it every year, and you can make, I don't know, a couple hundred snares with a spool of it. Anyway, let me walk you through this. Okay, so we made the loop, right? Here's our loop. We're going to take this end, thread it through here, pull it all the way down to, what is roughly killing size. I also like to make sure that this little tag end, this little sharp bit here, is on the outside of the loop. You don't want that hanging down in there. I use my rabbits for fur and food, so I like to protect that as much as possible. I also don't want a big bloody mess when I catch a rabbit, because I have had lynx and coyotes come and pick my snares and eat them. So here we are. We have our loop, right? You guys watch me make that. And this, right, you want it to be one fist roughly in width, or, you know, some people go like 4 fingers. I like 4 fingers spread, but one fist, good. And then one fist off the ground. So you want it sitting that high off the ground, the bottom of the loop, one fist off the ground, one fist in diameter. Secure it with like 3 or 4 wraps around a tree. Honestly, like a tree the size of my finger will hold a rabbit just fine, as long as it's a green tree, not rotted or anything. And so wrap it around a couple of times around a tree, and then I twist it back over itself to about right here. That way this is it's good and stable, and they can't push it out of the way as easily. You guys saw earlier that I did have one get pushed out of the way. And if you look at that one, I stopped the wrap around about here, which made it pretty easy for the rabbit to turn it and get by. To be honest, I think this is the same bunny, because this one's right across the trail. So he went through that snare and headed right down the same trail and got caught in this one. All right, bunny, one for the pot. That's pretty exciting, actually. It's been a couple of days since I got one. So here is the Remake. There's a rabbit trail he came through. I'm going to get a little bit closer here. You can see it's wrapped around several times. It's wrapped over itself. Yeah, I can't see a whole lot of detail in there, but it is fenced in pretty good. Right here, there's a chin-up stick, which just makes him lift his head up. And boom, easy peasy. Come back later, pick up rabbit. It's like grocery shopping. All right, well, we made it out. We got one very nice snowshoe hare, and yeah, it's been an exciting night. There's a lot of water there. Trails are a little bit sloppy, but yeah, we got it done. There's one bunny. I think that makes number 7 or 8 on the season. Anyway, yeah, food. These are delicious, and fur hats. Yeah. That's all she wrote for this evening. Catch you on the flip side. Peace.
Yep, we got one. Wait, that looks alive.
It is alive.
Looking at him.
Yep. It's a stare down.
Snare?
Yes, he's caught. So do you want to dispatch this one, or would you like me to? It's right, it's a good catch. It's a brand new catch. Grab his hind legs, pull him out, and then
Get him.